Let's bring you the latest in the dispute between Cablevision and Scripps Network. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Scripps plans to broadcast some of its programs for free, and that includes the Food Network show with a guest appearance by First Lady Michelle Obama. Now, those will appear for free on 2 local TV stations in Cablevision's territory. Now, joining us right now is Brooke Johnson, President and CEO of the Food Network. Great to have you with us.
Good to be here.
So I think everybody's wondering, where do these negotiations stand?
Right now, we're just trying to get back in a room with Cablevision.
They're not talking to you.
They have not been. That is correct. They took a very hard line attitude towards us and pretty much shut the door.
But you took a fairly hard line attitude as well. I mean, pulling HGTV and the Food Network off of Cablevision. Why?
The reason we did it was because the negotiations were not progressing, because Cablevision wasn't engaged with us. We completed deals with virtually every other cable operator in the country at new rates, reflecting the enormous popularity of Food Network. They all agreed. Cablevision came in with a very, very hard line. We'll only pay you this little tiny increase.
How tiny, Brooke?
It was a single-digit percentage, low single-digit percentage increase over what was already pennies per month in license fee.
Listen, we have the statement, Brooke, from Cablevision. They say Scripps wants a $20 million rate increase from Cablevision and our customers. That's not pennies, as they claim. So they're saying it's not just pennies.
Yeah, first of all, that's completely inaccurate. They said $20 million in a year, which is completely not true.
You don't want that much.
You are correct. I'm going to be happy to have it, but we are not asking for that much. And the fact of the matter is that Cablevision pays their own networks that they own, huge license fees, and they're looking at popular networks like HGTV and Food Network and wanting to hold a very hard line. And when I talk about pennies, that's how they charge their subscribers. You pay a monthly cable bill. The percentage of what you pay goes to the cable networks like us. In point of fact, we represent 1% of Cablevision's total programming expense that they pay out.
How much do you guys ultimately want? I've seen numbers about a 300% increase. Is that right?
That is inaccurate.
So how much?
Give us a sense of the window here. I mean, they're looking at giving you a single-digit increase in percentage terms, and you want, what, a double-digit increase, a triple-digit increase?
Let me put it this way. The industry reports say, and they're usually pretty accurate, that they pay themselves for their own network, AMC, over a quarter per sub per month. Right now, they pay that or a little bit less than that for both HG and Food Network combined.
But why is what they pay themselves important to you? Because I've seen that mentioned in the press release as well. Obviously, you're going to pay yourself whatever you want because it's your money going to you. Why don't you compare what they pay to other networks along the same lines that they don't own?
Well, I think it's important because if they're paying themselves too much for lower-rated networks, then they have to squeeze independent programmers like us and not pay us the value that our subscribers would be very happy to pay for it. And it is pennies per month, no matter what Cablevision says, and it should not have an effect on the average Cablevision viewer.
Brooke, is there some middle ground here where you think you guys can ultimately come together and resolve this?
I mean, we certainly hope so. It kills us that we're off the air in our own backyard here in New York. We would love to resolve this. Cablevision has just taken, for reasons that I do not understand, just this absolute hard line.
But are you going to also be a hard line with other cable operators?
We are on the air everywhere else in the country.
But are you going to be hard with some other ones?
No, we have completed virtually all of our deals, which is another problem. What Cablevision is asking us to do is to give them a deep discount over what all of our other distribution partners are paying, and we can't do that. It's not right, it's not fair, it's not appropriate.
Are you looking for generally the same level of compensation from Cablevision as you get from, say, Dish or Time Warner?
Roughly speaking, that is correct. Traditionally, there are volume discounts in the industry, but roughly speaking, yes, the same level of adjustment, a market rate. Everyone else has agreed. Cablevision is the holdout.
All right, so if everybody else is agreeing, Brooke, why do you think Cablevision is so difficult to work with?
Honestly, I can't answer that question. I don't know why they're doing this.
Are there certain people over at Cablevision who are the sticking point here in these negotiations? I mean, they have a famous, obviously, major shareholder.
I have no idea.
I'm pulling it out of you here.
No, all I can tell you is that when we went out in the spring and we presented to all our distribution partners what was new with Food Network, with HGTV, what our plans were on the renewal. Everyone met with us face to face except Cablevision. They said no. We as recently as an hour ago, have yet to meet with them face to face.
Your ad revenues being impacted by any of this?
Pretty minorly, if at all.
But the longer it goes on, potentially,
well,
yes.
Cablevision has 3 million homes, so that's a little bit under. That's like 2.2% of the cable universe. So that's the extent of the impact. We just Sunday night had our highest-rated telecast or night in Food Network history. And that was without Cablevision. So, we're doing fine without Cablevision, but I want to say it really hurts us that we are disappointing our viewers in the Cablevision territories, and we want to return to the negotiating table, and we want to resolve this.
I wonder, if we can just break away from the subject for a quick second, and you could talk about what the ad revenue picture looks like in general as we come out of this recession. Are things improving here? Are people starting to be more willing to step up and pay?
Definitely. I can just talk about Food Network. We had a fantastic fourth quarter.
Surprisingly so, in your view?
Well, double-digit increases over a year ago in ad sales. So, that was terrific. Our rates are great, demand is great, and the first quarter is starting off very strong. So it feels like we are coming out of this thing.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Hey, Brooke, thank you so much for finding some time for us. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks very much.